Hello, everyone. Welcome to the WildCard Podcast, the first episode of our podcast. We we instead of being a Quinnipiac the Quinnipiac radio station, we because of COVID-19, we have took it we took matters into our own hands and made a
We've moved
podcast.
on.
Yeah. So and we would have had an episode up sooner, but like we haven't been able to like find time to get together. And yeah, so this will be on our YouTube channel and our Anchor, which is where you can listen to all of our podcasts, which will distribute to like other podcasting websites too, if you're interested. Hopefully, I really hope.
Hopefully, we're just not talking to
we're
ourselves here,
we're
but
we're talking to into the internet void.
yeah. All right.
So yeah, well,
So not too much.
not too much has gone on, but like Evander Kane has been very fun to follow recently.
Yeah, he's I wonder what. I wonder if he actually wants to fight.
I think
Like,
he is
I don't.
serious.
No offense to him, but he's like not even on. Like, he's just a hockey player, and hockey players out of like all four sports are probably the least popular in America, at least.
Well,
So like,
Canada.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's true,
That is
but like.
Canada.
Not a lot of people. It's like two different markets. Like
It
Evander Kane's
is
more popular in Canada, and like
probably more,
the Paul guys
or in the San Jose Shark or the San Jose and
in the San
area.
Jose area. Yeah,
Logan Paul doesn't even know the teams from his area that he lives in.
yeah. Like, so I don't know why he's really trying to pick this fight, but it's interesting. Like, I guess
It seems to
I
be
don't,
getting
yeah
traction.
yeah no like they both have tweeted out about it.
They've
Like
fast talk and
well, yeah, like he is it Jake Paul?
he
I
was
don't know
called
which one
he
it
called out
is.
Jake Paul, but then Logan Paul mentioned it in his podcast, and then and
Okay.
then Evander Kane responded to Logan Paul. They've been going at it a bit
And
on
then
Twitter.
and then the one of the Paul brothers like put back like Evander Kane being like, yeah, like I'm really not that tough. I'm kind of a
I
soft guy.
I know
I
where
don't know
that
why he
video
would ever
is.
say that, but
No, that was from. I actually watched that video that he pulled that audio from. In that video, it's pretty well. It's pretty well. No, the video makes it out pretty clearly that Evander King used to what did box
no,
because
yeah, he
he's in
has
a boxing
boxed.
ring.
I've
Or
seen that.
his father was a boxer,
Yeah, it's not like
boxed
he's
before,
yeah, like it seems like he does have some experience, which is interesting.
and also the Paul brothers have fought like KSI and Nate Robinson. KSI is a YouTuber like them, and Nate Robinson is a retired basketball player that everyone loves, and
Yeah, everyone loves Nate Robinson.
he's small. I think am I taller than him? I don't know if I'm taller than him.
He's not I mean, he's like NBA short, which might not be too bad, but he's still
I
like
think he's
short.
like I think he might be like Matt Zuccarello height. If
He's
that
5'9", yeah.
okay, yeah. I think I might be the same height as him. I
Yeah,
haven't checked my height in
but
a
I mean,
big minute.
let's see what. Hold on,
But
I
yeah,
want to see the
and
height.
like
Like
the thing,
if
and Evander Kane's different that he's an active professional athlete.
yeah.
So
Well,
that might
Jake
play a
Paul, I want
fact.
to. Okay, so Jake Paul is 6'1",
He is
and I
that's
think
tall.
Evander Kane is like 6'2". Yeah,
I
that's
think
not bad. Like that's a pretty even fight.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who do you think
Evander
wins?
Kane. I mean, yeah, Evander Kane's 6'2". It's good. I think Evander Kane, like a lot of hockey people are thinking Evander Kane will just roll over him, but
I think
I
a
don't.
lot of people think that
Boxing
too, but
is
I think boxing is a
boxing's
different sport.
yeah, it's
It's its
completely
own sport.
it's in its own world from like a hockey fight. Like that
Yeah.
that really does not matter.
It's kind of sad that this is what boxing's become. We're talking more about Jake Paul knocking out Nate Robinson than Mike Tyson returning.
Yeah, but that I didn't watch it because I
I
don't
didn't watch
not
it
really a
either.
big boxing guy, but
Neither
like
am I, but like this, the boxing's trying to cling on to any sort of popularity nowadays.
yeah,
The whole McGregor Mayweather fight was just that, trying to reclaim on the
Yeah,
popularity
and
from MMA.
that wasn't even that good of a fight. Oh no, that was
Well,
I've watched it.
It's a
I
Floyd
watched
Mayweather.
that.
It's a Floyd Mayweather fight. What else are you gonna expect?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean that. But that was like, there's nothing on now. I know college basketball is starting back up, which is entertaining.
Quinnipiac
So
was supposed to start their season soon, but some of the men's team I think caught COVID.
yeah, they were supposed to start last Tuesday, I think,
Yeah,
and then over the weekend. And men's and
yeah,
women's basketball are both 1-0.
that's cool.
So
Good.
hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully they keep that going. And their
Oh,
season,
you
their
go. You
s-
go on.
their season is weird. Like I was looking at the men's season. It's kind of like the
You're
the
playing a lot
MAC.
of local areas, like
Yeah,
I
and
know
they
for
don't
hockey
really.
they're playing a lot of like Clarkson and like
Yeah,
Sacred
they're
Heart.
playing Sacred Heart and like I think Holy Cross, which isn't too far.
Yeah,
But that's like an out of conference team. But for the basketball, they're not really starting until after the new year. Like right now, they're just kind of. It almost seems like it's like exhibition games. Like they play
mm,
like once every like 2 weeks almost. So they're
that's
not like
weird.
really. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
Well, 2020's been an odd year.
yeah, you can't count anything out with this year.
It's,
So
I'm convinced it's when it's like New Year's Eve. It's gonna be 11:59 p.m. and it's gonna change to 11:60 p.m.
yeah,
December 31st.
just be a big old joke.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Quinnipiac, the school part. Um, my teacher from who I have like on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesday, said there was no class on today, which is the Thursday, which is where we're recording this. I tell my parents that I don't have class today. Yesterday, like for Thursday, 3 times, and then my dad wakes me up to go for class today.
Yeah. Why do you not have classes today?
I don't. We're like doing something for our we have an like essay that he's like wants
Okay.
to talk to us individually about.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
he's setting up appointments. There's no class today for me, so that was dope.
Yeah. But I mean, sports world. That's the thing. Like NBA announced their schedule.
Yeah.
NHL
Oh
has
my.
really yet to do anything.
Oh my God! Did you hear like the rumor that they might have to negotiate? They were gonna have to renegotiate the CBA.
This year?
They were yeah. They like there was like a dumb rumor that we're gonna have they were gonna have to renegotiate the CBA that they just agreed to.
Oh, they. Wait.
That Gary Bettman I think said that it wasn't true, but like how does that rumor come out?
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking that
the
up now.
the players already agreed to like forfeit like 20% of their salary or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're.
For the owners, like they keep afloat.
Yeah, to be honest, hockey kind of needs fans in attendance to kind of
Oh
stay
yeah,
afloat. To be
oh yeah,
fair, so
definitely.
I don't blame the owners.
Yeah, but like the players agreed to go to a bubble. They agreed to forfeit some of their salary, the free for escrow. It's oh my God.
Yeah.
But Gary Bettman seems to actually want to have a hockey season, which is a very breath of fresh air for once.
Yeah.
Man, everyone talks about like how bad like um Roger Goodell is as a commissioner, but like Roger Goodell hasn't canceled the NFL season like Gary Bettman has
To
on
be fair,
multiple occasions.
yeah, to be fair, a lot of the GMs aren't as bad as they appear to be. Like I know the
The
NBA
commissioners,
love or the commissioner, I'm sorry. The NBA loves their commissioner.
Adam Silver. Well, yeah.
MLB hates theirs.
Oh well. Rob Manfred is he was presenting the world the piece of metal to
Yeah,
to the Dodgers.
that pissed off a lot of people.
No, he was handing it off to the Dodgers, and like there were some fans in there. They booed him relentlessly, and he was like shocked. He's like almost he didn't expect it. I'm like, did you not? Do you not listen to yourself speak, dude?
Yeah, that guy's a joke.
Yeah. Well, and also the MLB Players Association is like the best players association in sports.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if do you watch SNY or do you get SNY from where you're from?
Yeah, I guess somewhat.
Oh, do you know? Are you familiar with Andy Martino?
Don't know who that is.
Okay, probably for the best you don't know. He's a
Yeah.
insider for SNY, and he's
Okay.
no one really likes him that much on like Mets Twitter. But like you said, and I guess on like one of the baseball shows that they have on SNY, saying like a World Series is not a reasonable goal for most baseball teams.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen this.
I'm like,
Yeah, how stupid is
you
that?
sure? Are you sure about that?
I mean,
I mean, the context behind it is like
I
you
see
want
what
to
he
build
means.
you want to build to that championship, but like every MLB team is competing for the World Series. To say that's not a
Yeah.
reasonable goal is dumb.
I to be fair though, I see what he does kind of mean.
I
Like
kind of see it, but like that's
there's
still a very hard. That's a very bad take.
yeah, it's a bad take still.
I
But
hope when
he
Steve Cohen buys it, he's gone. He probably will be.
and then all right, let's read off the Steve Cohen tweet.
Oh yeah, he like the non-tendered players came out. A lot of interesting choices.
I
So
know a lot. Okay, you go.
so Steve Cohen tweets out who is the most interesting non-tendered player who's on the free agent market now. This is why I love Steve Cohen now. Because he's tweeting out. And so someone retweeted saying he didn't hire GM. We are the GM. I was laughing my ass off. And this is a podcast we can swear a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of guys were saying David Dahl,
David
who was
Dahl,
on.
that would have been he's been like hampered by injuries, but that might be a good get.
He's 20, 25.
He's still like he was like one of the up and comer like top prospects at one point, but
Yeah,
like
he's a
in
first round, 10th overall pick.
yes he's but he has to deal with a bunch of injuries, so that's probably why he was not tendered. Also that a lot of MLB teams lost a lot of money supposedly.
Yeah, you see what the Phillies are a joke.
Oh my god, they're like
2 billion, come on.
I don't know. I think that was misreported.
No, it's 100% misreported. There's no way they lost $2 million
Steve Cohen bought the Mets for 2 billion.
or 2 billion. Sorry, yeah, that's ridiculous.
I think that was I think that was misreported.
No, it had to be like that's so wrong.
And now
Um,
Bryce Harper is Bryce. This is what Bryce Harper signed up for.
yeah,
13 years.
13 years of that. It's gonna be a long
Well,
time.
he signed for 13 total years for that.
It'll be
Yeah. Oh, speaking of baseball, I was a part of a documentary talking about the Wilpons from Stark Raven Sports. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link to it in the description on the YouTube side when we post it on our YouTube video.
Can we get a sneak peek?
I don't want to. I think some of the hotkeys on my keyboard affect the recording with OBS.
Okay.
And so, I had to type those letters in.
So I don't know if you've also seen,
But like my appearance is like very minor. I say one word.
Okay.
But it's still a very in-depth documentary about the Wilpons.
You love the Wilpon legacy, right? That was your favorite. Good owners.
Sure.
um.
Jeff Wilpon's only. I also learned that Jeff Wilpon's only quality for having a job is being Fred Wilpon's son.
There you go.
I think that's all I need to tell you about Jeff Wilpon. I'm glad he's gone. He's a terrible person. And very, like, incompetent. He's someone who should not be anywhere near a sports franchise. But I've made a point of this on our radio show. So, yeah.
So, has any free agents even had, like, signed yet? Has there been anything?
For baseball?
Yeah, for baseball. Has anything gone on?
The Mets signed Trevor May, which is pretty good.
Trevor May? Never
Yes.
heard of him.
Well, he's not really like a big well known reliever, but he's still a solid reliever.
Oh, he's a reliever. Okay.
He was a former Twin. Now a former Twin, and he had his best years when his pitching coach was Jeremy Hefner, who is actually now the Mets pitching coach.
Oh, he did pretty good this season.
Yeah.
23 innings pitched, 20 hits, 11 runs, 10 earned, 5 home runs, and 38 strikeouts. So that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Had a
You can never have enough relievers.
That's true, and you definitely need some reliever help. So
The Mets didn't tender Chasen Shreve, who's a left-handed reliever, which I think the Mets need a lot of, which is actually make you wonder if they're gonna convert Steven Matz into a relief pitcher because he's left-handed and he hasn't really been as effective as a starter like the past couple of years. But then again,
yeah,
he's like still like probably just like a fourth or fifth starter option. I think people need to calm down about Steven Matz. But I think like he might be really effective as a relief pitcher, honestly. If you want me to be honest with you.
as a relief pitcher, we'll see.
They also didn't. I don't know if they didn't accept the option of Justin Wilson either. So that's another left-hander gone.
Yep.
So they might convert Mets to a reliever, or they might go after Brad Hand, which I would like a lot.
Well, there's still a lot of free agents, relief pitchers out there.
Yeah, Liam Hendricks.
That'd be a good one.
That would be really great. But I think the Mets need to sign a starting pitcher because
No, you don't need another starter.
No,
you need like a fifth starter, which will be nothing.
David Peterson will be the fifth starter. And also Charlie Morton signed with the Braves. That was another.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good one.
And as a low risk contract, as a 1-year contract, so it's like probably low risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Type player. But no, the Mets. The one thing that was pretty obvious if you watched the Mets this season, they're starting pitching outside of like DeGrom and David Peterson. Their pitching depth was non-existent. That was pretty obvious if you watched them last year.
Well,
they didn't have Syndergaard or Stroman.
Well, yeah, exactly. Now they do have Syndergaard and Stroman.
Yeah, but you could add a Trevor Bauer. You could.
See, I don't know why you guys want Trevor Bauer. Like, you guys would have like 4 aces.
Exactly.
But you guys,
why not?
It's not your pitching. It's your hitting.
No, the hitting was actually DeGrom.
The whole thing is that DeGrom has no run support.
This year, DeGrom has actually had a lot more run support this year than any other year.
Exactly.
Surprisingly,
so you need to keep building on that so DeGrom isn't going out there losing 1-0 games or winning by.
Had scored a lot of runs this year, and they couldn't make the playoffs. Go figure.
It's a dangerous playoff team. If you guys
so.
do perform,
they have a lot of talent. They have a lot more talent than I think people give them credit for. You know, I want they got.
What talent do they have?
Dominic Smith, Pete Alonso, who had a down year admittedly, but he still led the team in home runs. So
yes,
take that for what you. So take that.
No, like is that a good sign or a bad sign?
I mean, he struggled, but like he's still hitting home runs. So
But he's
take that
on a down year. He's still your best hitter.
Well,
like on a bad year, he had a bad year.
Our best hitter was like Dominic Smith and Michael Conforto, who both had like a batting average above 300. We still have Jeff McNeil. We don't have Robinson Cano this year, so the Mets wanted to pay him because he got suspended. That also happened. Robinson Cano got suspended for a full year.
Oh right. Yeah, how stupid is that?
The Met. That's the
but that's good for you guys. That's really good.
That is. We don't have to pay him the $24 million he's owed this year. But when he's probably going to be reinstated next year. We'll have to pay the other years.
No, wasn't this his last year?
No, he has 2 more years after this year.
Oh, okay.
The Will Punts are punching air because they could have saved
Oh,
$24 million.
I seriously thought this was his last year. Okay.
No,
Oh, that sucks.
you
Because I
don't.
was
You
gonna.
don't. You don't know Will Punt ineptity, inept ability.
So they had him on 4 years for 24 million.
Yep, for a
So he.
guy who is
Okay.
a former Yankee. That's a lot of. I don't know a bunch of Will Punt moves that they make. They get a bunch of former Yankees.
Yeah, but they're washed up Yankees by that point.
Oh yeah.
Yankees did a great job by
Or
getting out of
they go,
that.
or they get Jason freaking Bay.
Todd Frazier.
I can't. Well, Todd Frazier was all right.
I'm not saying he was bad, but that's a
I
Yankees
I
guy.
didn't mind Todd Frazier a whole
Who's
lot.
no, he's a good guy.
Honestly.
You had a relief pitcher that you got from
Oh,
us.
Betances.
Yeah, Betances. I
Yeah, he
loved
had
him.
he had a bit of a
But
down year.
didn't he had some major injury? Was it Achilles?
I think he didn't pitch for like a whole season, which
Yeah, that's hard for.
understand it is. And also I don't want I don't another thing I want to do is like discount some of the COVID year, like this weird year. I want to chalk it up to that for like some people who didn't perform as well. I think that's a fair assessment, honestly.
Yeah. So, but I really want to talk about why Robinson Cano would even like consider that.
Well, the
It's
the PED he got busted for helps him like recover faster and like
that's what everybody gets caught with
yeah,
steroids says though. Like someone said that too.
but like that's like keep him like healthy and not having to like he's like old and like more beat up, so he got something that to probably like, limit the amount of injuries. Why he actually looked like he had more peppermint stuff, which I thought was weird because the year prior he was getting busted. He was like getting harped on for not hustling.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I still think he's a good hitter. He's still a solid hitter.
you think?
I think so. He's still a professional hitter, and he's got a nice swing.
Yeah, he is. He is once you're like that good, when you have MVP votes and All Stars, like you never lose that. You
Also,
just
Robinson Cano is the second Met to receive 162 game suspension, and that is the most team. The Mets have
bunch
have
of
had two 162 suspensions, and that's the most in the majors.
bunch of cheaters, man.
Oh, he got suspended more games than any of the Astros.
Yeah, I hate. I don't even get me started on that. Those guys, come on.
Yep. Oh man.
Who was it? But this will be a good.
He got suspended for cheating.
This it'll be a good year now that fans are allowed also, because now
Well, yeah,
if
when
fans are
they're
allowed,
which I think it might, but like I think
they
the
might with
vaccine would
all
have to
the
come out pretty soon, and even then they would still have to like
they still have to limit
distribute.
it probably.
They still distributed this vaccine
But
across the world and nation, which is there are a lot of people who live in the United States. Did you know that?
but I now the Ashes are really gonna get it, which I can't wait.
They're gonna lose George Springer, who was like their best player this year on the hitting side.
He's still gonna. Was Springer bad? I can't remember.
No, Springer
that.
was like the only really good player who was like
Who
a really
didn't do
good
it?
player.
Okay.
Well, I think he did cheat, but like he
Okay.
was like one of the people who actually still had a good season, just not having any of things to cheat
Not
with.
cheating. Okay.
So he's a good professional baseball player. And actually, I don't really hate George Springer that much, even though he cheated. I don't. He seems like an actually likable dude. Still, honestly,
It's just I hate.
he was. I think he was the most sincere Astro out of all after that weren't the pitchers.
I just hate Altuve because he robbed Judge
Oh,
of a MVP.
yeah, and
Even while he was cheating, Judge
even
still had
even,
better numbers.
I think it's because of the batting average, but like yeah. Oh, and he apparently he's pretty shy. He had a bad tattoo. Even though if you look at his Instagram, it tells you a
Shirt
different
off
story.
everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't think you're
gonna have
too
to chant, gonna have
embarrassed
to
of
chant
that.
that, gonna have to chant that at him when he's at the plate. Where's your tattoo?
I yeah, I really want to know how far it went. Like
That is something, but like we're not gonna get that
we're
information.
never, but like if they actually used a buzzer, that's absolutely
That that
nuts.
that would be nuts.
But I guess we'll find out one day. Maybe not.
The MLB did more about the Black Sox scandal than the Astros
Because I mean, that is like the most. That's probably the only reason why they're hated so much is
because
because
of
they
the
got away with
punishment.
it.
Yeah,
Like if they
because
got,
because the MLB Players Association is so good.
if players got suspended, like only the coaches, come on, and the coaches are
The
signed.
coaches are back in the MLB.
Like it's ridiculous.
There's people like, oh, we should get Beltran back. No, I don't want that.
Who's your head coach now?
Oh, the manager is Luis Rojas. He's sticking around for another season, which I think is actually a good decision. Honestly,
MLB managers are they're kind of like all they really gotta do is biggest thing for a manager is knowing how to deal with pitching. As obviously as we saw in the World Series.
Kevin Cash. I mean,
Yeah.
I like analytics. I think they are important to the game, but like, there's like some things where like you gotta like trust your gut. You can't like just rely everything on the analytics. It's
In a
valuable to have the information.
in a
I'm not
deciding
saying
game
that,
like
but
that,
you gotta have a balance to
it
know
also
like.
gave a,
Oh, you were saying
that gives a really bad rep to analytics because they are very important and
they are. They
people
get the information.
people are just gonna be like, oh, like a loss in the World Series, but like it's what got them there.
It's what makes the Rays and what's made Moneyball so revolutionary.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't blame them for that.
I don't blame them for making, but also the people who the person who they replaced him with Nick Anderson.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He was terrible. He was getting torched throughout the whole playoffs. That's where I have the biggest problem with too.
Yeah,
Who they
like at least
replaced Blake Snell with, who's also in the trading block apparently, which I think is crazy. But like
Snell.
this is, but this is something the Rays have done countless times before. They traded David
Well,
Price
yeah, but
and
Price
Chris
still
Archer.
Archer bad? Well, who did they get in that?
They got Austin Meadows and Tyler Glass now.
Oh, they got that's the class now. Yeah, that was a good one.
Glass
They
now and
are
Meadows, but Meadows
but
had a pretty down year this year.
well, Glasnow's worth it in itself.
But
So
yes, um, trying to think. Oh, something that also happened during our brief hiatus, was the reverse retro jerseys in the NHL.
yeah, a lot of them a lot of them I like.
A lot of them I do like. I think the Rangers could have been a bit better, but I'm not gonna complain. I think it's still a fine jersey, and it's a fine uniform too. I think it could have been a lot more, is what I'm trying to say. But
Yeah,
I'm not that upset over it. The Devils one looks kind of weird, but it doesn't look
I
so
wish they
bad.
went like black on them. I don't like the green being like a big
Christmas.
color. But
Yeah.
they do have a very good Twitter account.
All they do is like call it the
I'll,
Rangers, don't they?
they just like mess with people all the time.
Oh, one tweet they made, I think my brother. I don't remember the context from my brother who my brothers hate the Devils. Okay, but like they like don't let this distract you from the fact they had the parade in the parking lot.
Sheesh.
I I'm not the biggest. We're not the biggest Devil fans. We hate them, but like I We were friends with some Devil fans, and they're actually
Devils are
really
the
nice people.
underrated team coming into next year. Look out. Holtz has been lighting it up. That is going to be the steal of the draft.
Well, he was picked pretty high though.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
would it really be a steal?
It wouldn't be a steal. It's just a great pick, a great top 10 pick.
A good pick to make. I agree with that.
I mean, I get first 3 picks were like guaranteed, or the top 3 was like guaranteed.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depended on who went second and who went third, which was a
Like
surprise.
with Byfield and Stutzel, which was
I'd
expected.
rather. Really? I thought Byfield was gonna go third. I thought Stutzel was gonna be.
I thought that too, but like Byfield is probably the better choice. Is probably a better choice than Stutzel because he's a
Byfield
center.
playing?
Because he's a center.
No, aren't they both center? Isn't Stutzel center?
I think Stutzel's a center, but I think he plays more wing.
Okay, that would make sense.
I don't know. But yeah, that's if like going back on it, the Taylor Hall versus Tyler Seguin. You can argue Seguin should have went first.
Yeah, I agree.
But like, and also like the tiebreaker should have been if they're so good and like they're tied. Seguin should have went first, solely because he's a center. That should have been the tiebreaker.
Well, he was Boston, and they had like Bergeron.
They were gifted Tyler Seguin and Dougie Hamilton by Brian Burke and the Toronto Maple Leafs for Phil Kessel.
Phil Kessel.
I like Phil Kessel.
Yeah, he's a good goal scorer. No, but outside the top 3, there's Raymond.
There's Raymond. I think there's who did he went to? The Detroit.
Detroit.
Okay.
I love Detroit. I love Detroit and how they look for the future.
I don't like Steve Yzerman as an executive. Steve Yzerman, because he took a lot of our good players.
And then there's Sanderson and Drysdale, 2 defensemen.
Who I think, which is what Ottawa I think did need. They need some more back end depth. They got Brandstrom and Shabbat.
Well, they have a lot of forward prospects.
They have
obviously adding Stutzel on top of that.
Logan Brown.
Yeah, good old American guy like that.
Yeah, they still have Brady Tkachuk, who is pretty good, but do you trust Eugene Melnyk to like keep that together?
Yeah, it's easy to keep players together now. Like at least for a second contract, and if you sign them to a bridge, that's just 2 more years of them, and then an RFA status. So.
But do you trust? I wouldn't pass anything back by Eugene Melnyk to screw something up.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's good at.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to screw stuff up when you're like that good of a young core, and it's not like they're still at the salary floor. Like they got Murray.
They let go of Bobby Ryan, which is like they need to hit the salary floor.
Yeah. So that that's a good problem to have. I'm getting nowadays.
That is.
But if we do
a problem with the Rangers, they have so much dead cap from buyouts, which is something they need to. Which is why I was okay with like the deals they signed. Lemieux, Strome, and who else did they re-sign? D'Angelo. I was fine with them giving them 2 years because I don't want them like giving them big contracts and like handcuffing themselves in like a couple years down the line when they have to re-sign guys like Adam Fox and Igor Shishorkin. And Capo Caco and Lafreniere to like big boy contracts and lock them up.
Yeah, well, Kako's probably gonna get a bridge.
Probably.
Unless he really performs.
I think he's like Evgeny no, not Evgeny, his brother, Andrei Svechnikov. He's gonna have that type of his second season.
Jack Hughes is about to have this greatest improvement to a sophomore. They say sophomore slump. He's gonna pass that.
Yeah, the freshman slump.
Yeah.
I think Jack Hughes will be a good player. I think one of his biggest flaws is probably his size.
But the size thing is not. It's turning into less a factor as we move on.
I think so. Yeah, because Matt Zuccarello is an example of that.
Yeah, and he's got the speed.
He got the speed and skill, and he's like he'll defend himself too.
Yeah, and.
But yeah, I think Jack Hughes is a rookie. Like I think he was kind of small coming in. Like I know some of my friends who are actually taller than Jack Hughes.
Oh, a lot of people are. He's like what? He's under 6 foot. Yeah, he's 5'11". I'm taller than him.
Yeah, but yeah, I think he will be a good player.
It's not like he even had like the worst of seasons.
Yeah, Joe Thornton had a stinker rookie season, and like he's like one of the best playmakers of his generation.
Yeah, and now
I think Lafreniere is gonna probably have a better rookie season than Hughes. I'm not saying that because I'm not trying to be biased, but
yeah,
he's got size.
I think as a rookie, the size is a little more important. But as Hughes moves forward,
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, and now we have a head coach, a good head coach, an experienced head coach. See, we're gonna prove why you guys misused him. Ruff's a good coach.
I know.
He is a good coach. Yeah, statistically,
I think he's okay, but like I don't think they should have hired him as an assistant. I think they only did that to like give Quinn some
little
advice.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I was happy with the assistant coach they got in his replacement, Jacques Martin, who was the assistant coach for Mike Sullivan in Pittsburgh. I hate Mike Sullivan. That's a whole other subtopic, but Martin was like a big contributor for like why the defense for Pittsburgh was pretty good, and I think that will help because Jacob Trouba went from like a potential top 2 defenseman to a very underperform and like had a very bad defensive numbers as soon as he was coached under Lindy Ruff.
Did he?
And Neil Pionk went from like such a scrub to like a top 4 defender.
Did Trouba? This was his first year in New York.
This was his first year in New York.
Oh, that's right.
He had a pretty down year, but he was a good fantasy player because he got hits and blocks. I had him on my team.
Sign him to your fantasy hockey team. Yeah, I stopped paying attention to that. That's too hard to keep up with. But
yeah, but
it might not be
became so effective when he left in the rough, and like Brady Shea became pretty effective when he wasn't being coached by Lindy Ruff. Also, Carolina has a pretty strong defensive core.
Well, I don't even know if Vatanen played in Carolina.
Well, Dougie Hamilton did, and he's a free agent after this year.
Yeah.
I would say go after Dougie Hamilton as a Ranger fan, but like he's a right-handed shot. I'm like, we need left-handed shots more now.
Well, what side does he play on?
I would assume the right side.
I know some guys like to play inverted.
If you could look that up, that would be. If you could, okay. I would look it up, but I don't want to hit the.
What's his name?
Dougie Hamilton.
Yeah, we're talking about Dougie.
He was traded for Phil Kessel.
Okay, he does play right side.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, the Rangers already have Jacob Trouba and Adam Fox. I don't really want to be playing Adam Fox third pair because he's pretty good.
Yeah, I really like Adam Fox, by the way.
Yeah, New York. He's a Ranger fan. He grew up a Ranger fan, hometown kid.
I don't know if you know, but we also had a guy, like same thing as Adam Fox at Harvard. We had Riley Walsh, like same position.
Okay.
Who I am really excited to see.
That's cool.
He played 3 years at Harvard. Put up 20. He played about 33 games each year. 20 points his freshman year, 31 his sophomore year, and then 27 this past year.
That's really
good. In a little short season.
I'm excited for a Morgan Barron if he gets a shot at the roster, who from Cornell.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. And you were gonna say something?
I love these college prospects. I think college is like the new fun way to go. Obviously, like I was really worried about what we were gonna lose Riley Walsh because he just had to play at Harvard this year and he would have been able to go anywhere. But He signed with us this offseason, so I guess he was done. But
yeah. Oh, let's switch to another New York team. The New York Islanders.
What have they done?
Johnny Boychuk retired.
Oh, yeah.
Was forced to retire.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about that. I was just about to say, now this gives Barzal
a bridge deal, but like, I would say like I feel bad for Johnny Boychuk, but like the GM of the Islanders is Lou Lamoriello. So
bunch of shady shit.
Yes, I think and now they have magically $5 million of cap space instantly, just like that. No, I am joking a bit, but like because that was a serious injury that Johnny Boychuk sustained, and that was a very terrible injury, and that I'm not surprised that he retired, and I think that's really bad. That's really bad, but like Lou Morello, that's just got me thinking a bit. That's got my tinfoil conspiracy hat on.
Well, he always does shady stuff like that, so
you would know. You're a Devils fan. You would, of course, you would know.
That's like a Kovalchuk.
We're gonna NHL. We're gonna take a first round pick from you, Lou Lamoriello. Haha, no, you're not. NHL. You are exactly right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. He knows his way around. So.
Oh yeah, but Matt Barzal might get a bridge deal. You know what's a stupid thought I had? But well, I don't know if it's really stupid or crazy. It's probably a crazy thought. What if Seattle Kraken offer sheet Barzal
this year? I don't think they can.
They can sign. I think they can sign players, but I think it's only prospects. But like, they should maybe try it because I think
no, because they cannot
I think
give away
Barzal
those.
would
They
sign
cannot
an
give
offer
away.
sheet.
Yeah, but they give away so many good picks.
But I think, if Barzal's as good as Barzal, I think would sign that offer sheet because he played for the Seattle Thunderbirds.
He probably would sign, but as a Islanders, they would 100% just take the picks.
Probably.
Because that's gonna be like 4 first-round picks, right? Let me look the offer sheet because I know. Yeah, because I know like over.
If you sign him just above like the Islanders can afford.
Well, they can afford a lot now.
Well, yeah, sign above like the $7 million or like just above
I think it's more than
how much cap space they have. Like over.
Oh, okay. They really don't have a lot of cap space. Just kidding. Wow.
Yeah, but like they might have enough. They might have enough money to re-sign Barzal to a bridge deal.
But maybe he has a little bit of a reason to take a bridge deal. But okay, so if they give him, let's say they offer him like 10 million, which I don't know if that's fair. I think that's.
I think Barzal is a little overrated, but I think he's still a really good player. All you have to do is just go above more than the cap space the Islanders have, just a bit over.
Well, they could always. I bet they have a trade in place where if that were to happen, they would get a guy like Josh Bailey. Now they can trade him. Maybe like Leo. No, wow, they have so many no movement clauses. Like Casey Cizikas on a one.
Lou Lamoriello.
But it's not like
in New Jersey.
It's not like the no trade clauses are still taking those players at like a little bit of a cut. Like they're still paying Eberle 5.5, Nelson 6. And Anders Lee, I guess, does deserve that $7 million.
I find it amazing that like Islander fans think that they could still re-sign Barzal with all these other contracts. I'm just like, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, but Ryan Pulock is Islander fans. It's like a joke, I think, but they're saying he's like the most underrated defenseman in the NHL.
They think Alan Pellick's like the best defenseman in the NHL. And the best NHL defenseman is probably well, it's not Drew Doughty. I think he's been the most overrated defenseman ever. Honestly.
Who even is it nowadays? Who would be the best defenseman?
Probably Victor Hedman.
Oh yeah. True.
Maybe.
I was thinking. I mean, it's too early to say. It's too early to give it to like Makar and
yeah,
Quinn
I think
Hughes.
So.
But those in the future, 100%.
I'm trying to. Who is another really good defenseman? Roman Josi. Roman Josi. That's the best defenseman.
Oh, okay.
That he won Norris, and I think he's a really true two-way player. I always thought Drew Day was like the most overrated NHL player.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have won Norris the year he won it.
Yeah. For like in like Hedman, Josi, Carlson, Pietrangelo, I'd probably
Carlson fell off a cliff.
Yeah, Carlson. No, John Carlson, not Eric.
Oh, John Carlson.
John Carlson.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's pretty good. Jacob Slavin's underrated.
Yeah, but he's not like top 10.
He's not top 10. I don't think he's top 10, but he's certainly a really good two-way defenseman. Sort of like Ryan McDonough, I would say. Probably maybe better, more offensive than McDonough ever was. But yeah.
To be fair, Morgan Rielly has been good.
Morgan Rielly is very valuable to the Leafs. He's
been underrated. Like if we're talking about 18-19, like yes. he put up 72 points. Like
he is the best player I think from his draft class.
What draft year was that?
I think that was the Nail Yakupov draft.
Okay. Yeah, well that draft was terrible.
Yeah, like Ryan Murray's pretty good, but like he's been hampered with injuries.
That's a good pickup. Devils know what they're doing.
Yes. I thought that was really good pick. I thought that was a really nice move for them. You just gotta hope he stays healthy. That's like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
They might be able to use PK Subban effectively.
Now. It was just like hey, he's not doing anything for you. We'll just give you a pick and
cap space.
And cap space, and we'll just try to revive his career. And it's like a win for both teams, especially for him as a player.
Is he left-handed or right-handed?
He's left-handed. Left-handed.
Is PK's right-handed?
Yeah.
Okay, I think if they put him together, that might be able to help out PK a bit because they would have someone defensively responsible and Ryan Murray. The PK might be able to do his own thing, and like the New Jersey Devils won't be using him like he's from the Habs days, which he's not.
Yeah.
He's not prime PK.
Yeah, I wish. That would be fun to watch.
That would be. But we talked about the reverse retro jerseys. Who has like the worst jersey in your opinion?
The Red Wings. It's a practice jersey.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Please take a look at that. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I like it. I know what they were trying to do. They're trying to keep it simple, but it's too simple.
Yeah. I actually like the Dallas Stars one.
Okay, I've seen
that's a very hot take. But like now have you seen the full uniform?
Yes, I have.
That actually looks really nice.
Uh-huh.
And and also people are like misinterpreting reverse retro as just retro.
Yeah.
It's reverse retro. It's not gonna be a full retro jersey. The Kings one is actually pretty nice.
The Kings one's nice. A lot of them are nice.
The blue Montreal Canadiens jerseys work. Oddly enough. Have you seen them, right?
Yeah.
That works, oddly enough, surprisingly. It looks really nice. The Flames went back with I forget what they called the horse, but I know they went back with the horse, the flaming horse.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what they call him. But I thought those were nice jerseys too. I like the red jersey that the Senators have with their 2D logo.
Yeah. I like the new Senators logo too in general.
Yeah, well,
I like
it's the Senators. Well, it's not really a new logo. They brought back the logo.
The old logo, yeah.
The Jets one is underwhelming.
Yep, I've seen that.
Minnesota went back with had a bit of the North Stars.
I like those.
I love the Minnesota Wild's logo a lot because when you find out all the details about it,
when you really look at
it, when you look at it and you listen to all the details about it, it's very interesting. The mouth is like the lake.
Mm-hmm.
The eye is the moon. They have the forest in there. They have is it I think the eye is the North Star or something like that.
So yeah,
it's like when you listen to all in detail about the logo, you start to appreciate it a lot.
All right, I got a class soon, so
okay, yeah, you can go.
All right, well,
so that will conclude this episode of the WildCard Podcast. Subscribe and take a listen to us.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
A pilot podcast episode. See you, everyone.